Shut your eyes. Stop your ears. Although what you don't hear is still there. And what you don't see can still hurt you. But you will not be tormented by the knowledge of its approach. You will remain placid, no hair raised, no nerve chilled, until there is no chance of escape, until the axe falls at the unseen hour. We are often told to face our fears. Dangerous and foolish advice. Fear tells us when to run. We must run from fear. Run from danger. Run from the confusion and menace that threatens to consume us. Run until we are far from anything. Out in the isolated wilds. Somewhere like the peaceful banks of picturesque Lake Grissell, where a group of unsuspecting teens have made a camp, intending to spend a few carefree days and nights enjoying the wonders of nature and each other's company.
What a party! Ah, Imogen! I'm so glad we are able to spend this time together in an environment that is at once majestic in its natural beauty, but also entirely debauched in its social ambiance.
Yes, Rufus. I'm so glad to have a friend like you here. I always feel so safe with you around.
Oh, yes, that's good, I suppose. A friend. Oh, look! Here are a couple of our school comrades. Hey, they appear to be drinking heavily.
Yeah! We bought a keg of beer, and now we are excessively inebriated and amorous.
Yeah. Give me a kiss, Gabriella. I'm drunk and nothing we do has any repercussions.
We don't care about anything!
Golly, that looks fun. Imogen, how about a drink?
Oh, I think I had better not.
Yeah, stay away from that stuff. It'll only dull your wits.
We've got a whole collection of lovely mind-expanding substances here that will open your perceptions and take you on a magical journey.
Now there's an offer we can't refuse. Imogen?
But aren't they illegal?
Oh, yes. To varying degrees, these are all extremely illegal narcotics.
And as such, we must also assume that they're in some way immoral. But since we are joyful, carefree teenagers, we don't give two hoots about law or morals.
Nothing we do has consequences. We do what we want. Hooray!
Are you sure you don't want to let your hair down a bit, Imogen? It could be fun.
I think we can let our hair down perfectly adequately by sitting comfortably by this wholesome campfire and abiding by the law, Rufus.
Yes, I suppose so.
Oh, look who it is, Strideforth. It's Strideforth.
It is! It's me!
I'm sorry, I seem to have been suddenly struck face-blind. Featherstone, look who it is, it's Strideforth. It's Imogen and her little tweed-clad puppy, Strideforth.
Greg! You big, repetitive bully!
Oh, leave him alone, Albert. We're just trying to enjoy camping the same as you.
Oh, yes, enjoy camping. Come, sit by me, Imogen, while Featherstone finishes his ghost story.
I'm perfectly comfortable here, thank you.
Fine, prude.
So, hearing the horrible noises from inside, the woodsman burst into the little shed. But inside, he found a gruesome scene. There was blood on the walls and the floor and a neat stack of bodies up against one wall. Each one dispatched with a single blow from a large farming tool. Then he heard someone behind him and turned to see...
Oh,
no! A little girl. The only survivor, scared out of her mind. She was the only one who ever saw the killer, the dreaded monster who goes by the mysterious name Connect 4. And who still walks the countryside near here. He stalks the wood in the mask made from the bones of his victims, dragging his heavy mattock and searching for new victims.
It's all right, Rufus. It's just a story.
But I heard something in the woods there!
It's just your imagination.
What was that, Strideforth? Is there something in the woods?
Yes! It's him! It's him! It's the killer from the story!
Yup, that's me, hello! Connect 4! An ancient mythical boogeyman who, as a living man, slaughtered his own family all over the place with this very mattock. And in so doing, damned himself and caused this terrible transformation which you see before you into this grisly figure towering here today. Cursed to roam about these woods and repeat the brutal acts that led me to this never-ending nightmare, the which I repeat in a hellish cycle of blood and pain. A little bit about me there, in case you were wondering.
Look at that! It really is the killer from the story.
Of course it is. The orphanage didn't raise Mars Featherstone to tell poorly researched or non-locally appropriate ghost stories.
And now on to the killing!
Everybody run!
I would, but I'm so much under the influence of the many legal drugs that...
Sob? Am I hallucinating, or is it...
Everybody, run away!
I'll be killing you all directly!
Quick, Rufus! This way! We can hide under this monologue.
Okay.
It sits before me, a minimum 30 inches from my head. The top of the computer screen is at my eye level, as per the Healthy at Work training session. There is no bright light facing me from behind the screen, such as a window to the outside world with a giant nuclear bomb in the sky sending down heat and light that will interfere or obstruct my view of the screen. There is only a wall. There are no flickering lights in my office. The bulbs are checked regularly, and at the first sign of a flicker that could induce headaches, nausea, or a mass outbreak of dancing, at the merest hint of a flicker it is noted and reported, and a procedure will be ignited into action to replace that trembling piece of light. A woman in a high-vis vest will invade my office and crush it. My chair has a lumbar support. My chair is positioned so that my feet are flat on the floor when I sit. I do not cross my legs as this can restrict blood flow. There is a small risk of deep vein thrombosis from the regular crossing of legs while staying seated in the same position for a period of time. This could create a blood clot in the leg, which could travel up the arteries and cause the heart to not give a flying fuck. I clean my keyboard regularly, as keyboards, in the cracks of them between the keys, keyboards can be some of the most unhygienic places in the office because of you. Eating and typing and the secretion of grease and the shedding of skin. All the disgusting little bits of you must be tidied away, the dirt. I have little soft gel-filled cushions in front of my keyboard and mouse to rest my wrists. My wrists are not bent. Everything in my immediate environment is assembled, fabricated, and adapted to ensure that I have maximum comfort and suffer no distress. While I stare at the screen. Tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Clickety-clack, and the screen. It's the screen. I arrive at work at 8:30 in the morning. Each day I resolve to make sure that I take regular breaks from the screen to rest myself, my eyes. But the screen, it has this habit of, and suddenly it's lunchtime and I have not moved or looked away, and what was I doing all that time? Repeat in the afternoon. I do this and feel like this on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Today is Friday. On Fridays, I rebel. Friday, I say no more to system and emails and deadlines and queries and no more screen. I fight the screen tonight. I stage my counterattack after its days and days of domination. I wake up for the first time in a week. I do not have to smile. I do not have to be polite. I do not have to answer the phone within 3 rings. I am a god. I'm in the pub and it feels like a tribe. Everyone buzzing, everyone smiling, everyone the same, everyone. I make eye contact with people I've never met. We exchange nods. We feel the same freedom. This is my favourite part of the night. Those first couple of precious hours, the first few drinks, the warmth they give your head, the slight fuzz that makes the world look a better place like it's just off focus. The happiness in everyone, because it's Friday where anything is possible. Yes, anything. It could happen because I fucking love you, mate. I do with all my ergonomically positioned heart, you great big tosser. Suddenly we move as one. All us sailors on the Friday night ship hear the sirens call. It's time. A club. The night will go on. The night will not end. It will not end. The eternal letting go continues. A Friday night is the night when the world can flip on its axis, never to be the same again. And I am flipped. I see her out there among the sea of moving people. I see her rise and fall in perfect time with the melodies across the waves of hands and the rolling heads. She is tall, blonde hair. Her hair is long. It swirls around her head as she dances, making patterns in the multicolored lights of the club. She is tall, my eye level. She doesn't need heels. Our eyes don't just meet. No, none of that bollocks. They don't meet. They lock together like laser beams from different galaxies. And there is this moment, that thing where you both just know. So a slink and a slide and a skip and a hop through the great tangle of arms and legs and shaking asses, and we dance together like the monkeys would have danced when we lived in the trees, dancing round each other, call and response, testing each other to see if we're worthy until... She tastes like nothing I have ever tasted before. Just yes. She tastes like the best Friday night you have ever had. Friday night where everyone says fuck you to everything. Where Monday, no, not Monday, not tap, 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 clickety clack. A Friday night is the night where I forget the screen. I forget. It is white. It is wonderful. Every Friday night. This is every Friday night. We're dancing and drinking and touching for what seems like weeks. Her eyes are grey. I've never seen grey eyes before. She's different. She stands out. She really shouldn't wear those heels when she's that tall. She's mine. When the club finally shuts, I can't find my mates, but no worries, I'm with her. We stay together and I walk her home. She tells me about how she loves Spanish food. I tell her about how I hate my job, hate the company and its stupid name, that all that matters is now. We decide to cut through the park. It's 4 a.m, but the moon is full and bright and I can see it glinting in her grey eyes. We stumble and fumble our way through. Those blue shots we had just before we left are starting to catch up with me. The words coming out my mouth, they sound better in my head, but they come out all heavy and fucking like all, yeah? She looks amazing and I want to and she wants to and the grass is dry. So we giggle and I'm sure no one's about. But she says, have I got a Johnny? Fuck. Why didn't I get a condom from the bog? Stupid. But she doesn't want to without one, and the world, and then the moon is out. The moon is out, but to my eyes, everything seems dark like a fog now, and she doesn't want to without one, and I'm here now, and I'm all here, and she said that she wanted to. She said, and you can't tell in this light, it's dark, and she can't see if I've got one on or not, so I make out in the dark that I'm putting one on, because what does it matter? What does it matter when she said she wanted to, yeah? Let's not ruin this. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And we lie there afterward. It feels like I'm sinking into the long, long grass. Christ, I feel good. I feel real good. But then she notices. Don't worry, I said. I haven't got anything. And I see her eyes. Grey eyes, hurt and angry, furious. She needs to calm down. It's not a big deal. She's shouting. She's mental. I don't need that. Start walking away and she grabs me, still shouting. I push her off me and I run, head through the dark, get well away from that crazy. And the screen sits before me, a minimum 30 inches from my head. The top of the computer screen is at my eye level. So that I can see. We laughed. We danced. We both wanted to. We liked each other. She liked me. I work hard here. I'm a good employee. Get on well with my colleagues. She was drunk. Drunker than me. I'd only had a few drunk. That's why she went all mental. And the screen sits before me. Helpful, that's what they said in my last line management review. Helpful. But I remember her eyes. Her hurt, grey eyes. And the way they looked at me. The screen sits before me. Tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And now there's 2 policemen in my office talking to the reception. Monday morning. There's always a Monday morning. Tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Clickety-clack. And the screen.
All right, Rufus, we've got to make a run for it.
Are you sure? I mean, hiding here seems to be working out just fine.
We'll never survive just by hiding. Remember the mnemonic for survival in a crazed murderer situation. Observe, overreact, evade, ensconce, outrun, outthink, outlive. Ooh-ee-oo. Got it?
Ooh-ee-oo? Got it! Wait, what do the letters all stand for?
Just follow me.
Yeah, okay. Oh, look! They're a Yank chick and Kent! And they have a car!
Oh, they ought not to be driving in their condition.
Start the car, Kent, before he finds us.
Okay. There's a stick jammed under the handbrake here. Just let me...
Oh no! The stick was attached to a lever! And the lever was attached to a jug of water! And the water works a pulley system! Which knocked over some dominoes! Which shot an arrow! Oh, which cut a rope! Releasing!
So many regrets.
A large pair of pickaxes.
Oh, those poor drunken teenagers.
Ah! Zugzwang! Your move!
Quickly, Rufus, into the cabin.
Oh, a convenient large kitchen knife.
And a closet to hide in.
I thought we were finished with the ensconcing.
Shh, he's right outside. Quick. Hello. Ah! Mine a knife. If you're gonna hide here, just stay quiet.
Why did you summon this terrible creature, Connect 4?
I never. It was Grick. He's a troubled teenager with a grudge against a lot of us for some reason.
Quiet!
Ah, stop asking me questions then.
Listen!
Oh, no.
Now, where could they be hiding? Maybe in here! Ah! Here I am again, killing some more teenagers! Yeah!
Quick, Imogen! Get him with the knife!
Take that, you monster!
I'm being stabbed! Ow!
Take that!
Ouch!
Yeah, that!
Oh, dear.
That! Yeah, that
Down I
too!
go! Through the window!
Gosh. It's all right, Imogen. He's quite dead now. Let's move away from the body.
All right.
But maybe bring the knife with you, just in case.
No. Don't need it anymore. I'll just leave it there by the body while we regain our composure on the other side of offbeat minstrel Theo Bard.
Okay.
I'm going to sing you a folk song called Sally Free and Easy anyway.
Sally free and easy, that should be her name. Sally free and easy, that should be her name. Took a sailor's loving for a nursery game. All the loving that she gave me was not made of stone. All the loving that she gave me was not made of stone. It was sweet and hollow, like the honeycomb. Sally free and easy. That should be her name. Sally free and easy. That should be her name. When my body's landed, hope she dies of shame.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Oh, the body's still here.
Spoilers?
I said it's still
Yeah. What misleading. Okay.
Yeah, ready? Oh no, the body! It's gone!
But that's impossible.
You did give him quite a comprehensive stabbing.
He could be anywhere. This way, Rufus, into the relative safety of this shed.
Ah, there you are.
You fool, Grick! You've let a crazed murderer loose. He'll kill us all.
You've got to stop him.
I would be only too happy to call off that unstoppable killing machine out there.
Oh, that's good.
If you, Imogen, agreed to go on a date with me.
I beg your pardon?
Yes. This entire bloodbath is an expression of my frustration with my peers. Everything would be much better if everyone did as I wished. I haven't been getting enough respect, so I decided to show you all what I'm capable of. So now you will be my girlfriend, and I will have the respect I deserve.
You lunatic! Of course it won't be your girlfriend!
I am perfectly capable
Yes, she will.
Never!
Shut up, both of you.
Imogen and I have an innocent, burgeoning relationship.
No, we don't.
Which you cannot stand in the way of.
No, it's not.
Nonsense. I am the only one who deserves her affection.
Oh, I hope you do all get killed by Connect 4.
Can do! It's me again, here to continue the killing spree. Back in the shed where it all began. The bloodshed.
There's nowhere left to run!
We have to work together. Now grow up, both of you, and stop being such absolute creeps.
Will you go on a date with me then?
Fine. I suppose so. But it won't go well. I didn't like you to start with, and your behavior on this trip has been genuinely evil.
Well, good enough. Take that, monster!
Oh! Ow! Yeah, I'll take this!
It seems my plan was ill-conceived.
I've got you now, Connect 4!
Oh, he's on my back! Let go! Oh,
I'll get you, you horrible monster!
We're struggling! Oh,
Oh no! You've both been impaled on a spike! Why was this spike left sticking out of the wall?
Oh, it's all right, my darling Imogen. I am content to die now, knowing that I've gallantly saved you, and that you love me.
As a friend, yes.
Agree to disagree.
Oh, poor stupid Rufus. Well, that's the end of it. The nightmare is over, and I survived. I observed, overreacted, evaded, ensconced, outran, outthought, and outlived. Ooh-wee-oo.
not quite!
Ah!
I've come back lost! Hurrah!
I should have moved further away. Ah!
And so, a group of irritating and obnoxious entitled teens meet their satisfyingly gory ends at the hands of an inhuman and apparently motiveless killer that outmatches them in every way. And you too, dear listeners, must now separate out into dozens of pieces and each hurry off about your business, only to return again at the unseen hour. We hope that you ran screaming from the Unseen Hour, episode 17, The Bloodshed at Lake Grissell. The Unseen Hour is recorded live on the first Wednesday of every month at the Rosemary Branch Theatre in London, courtesy of Unattended Items. Join us next month to see the unseen. This episode was performed fleetingly by Brice Stratford, Joey Timmins, and James Carney, and featured a monologue written by Jimmy Osborne and performed by David Aula. The musical guest was Theo Bard. Theme music by The Unrecorded. The Unseen Hour is created, written, and produced by James Carney, and the podcast is produced relentlessly by Andy Goddard. Find The Unseen Hour in all the creepy cabins of the internet. We wish you would rate and review us on iTunes and warn your friends about the show. We all look forward to seeing you here again at the Unseen Hour.
You know, I literally only just got bloodshed. I just got the bloodshed as a pun. I really literally just got that. Yeah. Quite good, quite funny.
Thank you. Yeah, you smashed something in that.
Yeah, I hit this by mistake.
Well,